Welcome to Red Pill Diaries. I've just had a very fun thought about something that could happen. It's a very it's a small chance of happening, but here's what my thought process is. You're the most powerful man in the world. You have the most powerful job in the world. You're the executive chief in command of the military, FBI, and all the other agencies. So you have the power to do a lot of things. You also, thanks to George Bush, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, have the power to do some executive orders that would you could basically tarnish people with a brush. The people who are not working with him, for example, the Department of Justice, who turned down cases where you have people, hundreds of people who want to give their opinions on something and they're not allowed to. That means you've got dirt in these places. He has that one role that's allowed to do executive orders. And what I can imagine happening, and I really hope it does happen, because I know where the evil sits. It sits with people like Nancy Pelosi. And, even if it doesn't solve things in the future, even if it just helps in the future someone like Tulsi Gabbard to take power, because I still think she's the most promising person the left have to offer, or maybe even Thomas Massie in the right wing, or even get rid of both parties. And this could actually happen as well. But to enact an executive order that would actually imprison people like Nancy Pelosi, now jail them, just like what happens to normal Americans every day for a parking fine. They go away for months and months until their court case comes up. The same thing can happen with them under domestic terrorism. Now they're trying to push this forward anyway themselves. You can look at what they're doing, big tech, and they've been saying for ages that big tech is against conservatives, not just conservatives, but they try to squash freedom of speech. You can say that people always defended them, including libertarians, including right-wingers, saying, true capitalism is, that's a business, they can do what they want, but they're not saying that now, are they? These idiot conservatives and idiot libertarians. But there's idiots on every side. That's what I keep on trying to get across to people, right? But they can take these same scenarios that these people give along and actually say, look, can you not see now how this is actually against the American way, or how it's effectively domestic terrorism, or how it's treason in the case of these media enterprises? For all you know, he's been quietly working in the background, doesn't need the DOJ, and can do some executive orders. It would be fantastic to see this happening, because I do know, as much as Trump's a dick, he's not evil. I've always said that. And the people on the other side, like Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Hillary Clinton, AOC, by the fact that I've always said that people who are exceptionally dumb by default can be evil, because evil seeks out to corrupt, and who more easy to corrupt than the dumb? AOC is the dumbest of the dumb, right? So she's basically called for, like many Democrats have called for. They have all called for violence. Not all of them, sorry. Many of them have called for violence during the BLM riots, during the Antifa, who are fascists, riots. They cost billions worth of damage. 30 black men died during the BLM protests, as well as a police officer as well. That all gets washed under the carpet. It's quite obvious now to join the dots and not have to rely on the Supreme Court to actually action something forward, which is treason, right? Especially if and this will be the first time in history, if you're calling out people there. If you're joining the dots and saying, hang on, half the Republican Party stood up for this treason, that means we have an infection of corruption between both parties, and they have treasonously overtaken the country as a corporate coup d'etat from both sides. Well, the owners that own both sides. And this could it could even trace back as far as people like Mike Bloomberg and George Soros and those types, and Bill Gates. Let's hope so, because it would be a big defeat for the global cartel of evil that control this world, that are all in cahoots with each other. They hang out in the same way that in one country they hang out in the country clubs. Internationally, they hang out together. They're all friends. So that's something that could happen between now. As I say, today is the 13th or 12th. I can't even see my watch properly. The 13th, I think. Oh, let me just see on the phone. Fuck it, I can't see it. Doesn't matter. 13th to the 12th. You've got something like 7 or 8 days, 7 days maybe, left as the most powerful man in the world. Now, let's hope he's going to free Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, and anyone else who's wrongfully imprisoned by the disgusting system and the regional disgusting people that have committed, heinous acts against individuals to suppress them, hold them back down because they're just pure evil, and they've identified people who are good in whatever way. But yeah, that's the one good thing Trump could do. And after that, I would never call him a dick again if he did that. But right now, he still hasn't pardoned Assange, so he's still a dick in my book. But yeah, let's hope he uses the power that he has. Let's hope the reason he's gone quiet is because they're actually working in the background. Let's hope all of this was actually one massive honeypot, a big honeypot trap, Yeah, honeypot scam, honeypot trap, what you want to call it. Because it could have been. This looked all fairly predictable, and now we're seeing stuff that is, the government themselves, left, right, and big tech, and the corporations, they're all showing their hand. They've all, it's like you've basically kicked the hornet's nest, everything's flown out, or the cockroach nest. Yeah, it would be great to see. I just thought I have to say this right now, just in case it happens, and yeah, I didn't say it in that video. Cheers, bye.